Welcome to today's lecture, which is lecture 5th. We are going to be learning if hypertension is curable or only manageable. So I want you to listen attentively because yesterday a follower sent a message to me concerning hypertension, and I would like us to clear the air about people's opinion because many people have this mentality that hypertension is not curable or the management for it is forever. So we are going to learn if it is curable or only manageable. So before we continue the lecture, yesterday we discussed about how to prevent and treat infection completely. So if you haven't listened to that lecture, I would like you to click the following button and get back to the lecture. So today, just as I said, we are going to be learning about hypertension. And I will read the message out from the follower so that we can all understand where we are heading to. As I read. Good morning, sir. Please, there is a question that is really bothering me and I'm so confused. I had an accident, so I went to hospital after the treatment and they discovered I have BP. Though I never have BP before, so it was that yesterday that I discovered it after they removed the stitches. So the doctor gave me BP drugs to take, and I asked him, is there no way I can avoid drugs for now? Because someone told me that once someone starts BP drugs, he or she can't stop again. And he said BP don't have cure, that I must be on drugs to manage it. So since that yesterday, I'm so skeptical about it because I never have BP before the accident. Is there no way I can do without drugs? As of today, I check and it is reading 145/90, but yesterday that I went there, they said 150/100. So the question is there no way I can do without drugs? So listen very carefully, please, to avoid misinterpretation. The first thing you need to know is what is hypertension. Okay? Hypertension is a very chronic health condition that happens when the force of the blood against the wall of the artery is too high. I take it again. Hypertension is a very chronic health condition that happens when the force of the blood against the wall of the artery is too high. So I know the question that you people are asking is, what is heart rate again? So heart rate is an organ. Okay, it's like a pipe that takes blood from the heart to the other part of the body. It circulates blood from the heart. We have three major organs at the heart region. We have the artery, which is the organ that circulates blood from the heart to the body, other part of the body. We have vein, which is the organ that takes blood from the body back to the heart. And we have capillary. Capillary do the business of the heart mostly, which is trying to balance the artery and the vein and see how everything can be done properly at the heart region. Okay, so it's like a gatekeeper. Hypertension or blood pressure is measured in two numbers. The first number of measurement is called systolic. We always call it the top number. Systolic is the pressure that happens in the artery when the heart is beating. Normal number of the systolic is 120. 30 is manageable. 110, welcome, very okay. But anything above 130 upward, then we consider that the BP is high. Then any number below 110 downward, we say the person is hypotension. Hypotension means that there is a low blood pressure there. Okay, and the second number is diastolic. We call it the bottom number. Okay, it's the number of the pressure in the heart when the heart is at rest. Okay, I'm sorry, I take it again. The diastolic is the number of pressure that we get in the artery when heart is at rest. That means it's the number that you get between the first beat and the second beat. So before another beat takes place, the heart have to rest. So the number that you get there is what we call the diastolic. Okay, the normal number of diastolic is 70. Anything above 80 is high. Then anything below 60, then we say that it is low. Okay. Symptoms of hypertension are headache, dizziness, difficult in breathing, fatigues, tiredness, weakness of the body, etc. Okay, so people that have this illness actually know the major symptoms. Hypertension, which is high blood pressure, is divided into two. Okay, for you to know if it is curable or manageable, you have to know the categories of the hypertension that you fall under. Hypertension is curable based on the cause. I repeat, for you to know if hypertension is curable or only manageable, hypertension is curable but only based on the cause. Listen, and the cause is what led to the division. So the categories of hypertension is based on the cause. Hypertension have types, which is only two types, and the types are divided based on the cause of the hypertension. So the first type of hypertension is what we call the primary, which is the essential hypertension. I repeat, hypertension have two types. The first type is primary or essential hypertension. And this hypertension is caused by one, genetic. That means it's hereditary. Either your parents have it, okay? Two, age. If you are aging. Then three, lifestyle, the kind of life that you live. So this first, which is the primary or essential type of hypertension, is only manageable, not curable. Do you hear what I said? If you are having hypertension because your parents have it before and it is genetic and they transfer it to you, inherited it, then it is not curable. It is only manageable. If you are having hypertension because you are aging, it is not curable. It is only manageable. If you are having hypertension because of the lifestyle, some people dedicated their life to alcohol, to all kinds of lifestyle, jumping up and down, and it is not curable. The only type of hypertension that is curable is the second type of hypertension, which is the secondary hypertension. Secondary hypertension is the hypertension that comes as a result of illness or reaction from the drugs, or reaction that comes from emergency. Pressure level is high because of the sickness that this person is having. Then that one is curable, because if you treat the sickness, the typhoid, then the hypertension will disappear. Okay, then maybe it's an accident case, something happened, emergency, and the person developed hypertension, which is the blood pressure increase immediately. So that one, when you calm the person down, when you deal with the accident, then I believe that the hypertension there can disappear. Okay, so when you get to a hospital, please take note of this. And I would also like many medical personnel to take note of this. Before you recommend any hypertensive drug to anybody, please make sure you know the cause. Because there are many people that are battling with hypertension, which is not necessarily the primary type of hypertension. It can be as a result of particular illness that they are having. So the first thing you should locate is how to deal with that illness, that sickness that they are having. Okay, or someone have an accident, or something happened. Okay, a quarrel happened, fight happened, or something happened. Then the person just developed hypertension, and the next thing you are saying is, this is not curable. Provided that hypertension is not curable, you must take the drug for it. No, the first thing you have to do is to trace the cause, calm the cause. Okay. Most of the times, the issue we are having is many people are not friendly to talk to. I have encountered many people, let me say it, for example, there are people that comes to the hospital. When you check their blood pressure is high, you ask, sir, are you okay? What is really wrong with you? Are you having any kind of illness? and they'll begin to tell you, is what I've been battling with. Okay, I've been battling with this kind of issue in my life. I have problem with someone. He took me to court. He do this. He do this. So you discover that this hypertension is not really cause. You ask the person, do you have any kind of BP, or someone related to you have hypertension before? The person is saying no. Okay, the person is not aging. Are you drinking alcohol? No. Are you living the kind of lifestyle that can increase hypertension? No. Okay, so do you have anyone? Is your parent hypertensive, or anyone close to you that is hypertensive? No. So something should tell you that the first thing you should do is not to recommend hypertensive drug to anybody. Or as a patient, what you do, just because they say your blood is high, the next thing is go to a nearby clinic and buy hypertensive drug by yourself. That is very, very wrong. So first is to deal with the cause. Are you getting me? So hypertension is curable based on the cause, and not curable based on the cause. Just like I said, if it is hereditary, age, and lifestyle, it is not curable. But if it is a reaction, either you are giving drugs and you are reacting to it, once that drug is removed, then your BP should be balanced. Maybe it's an emergency, something happened, you develop hypertension, you don't have it before, you don't have any trace of it, that someone close to you have it, or any kind of thing. Once that illness is dealt with, or that emergency is dealt with, then you have already cured it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to know the cause of the hypertension. Okay, many people are having this hypertension because of the kind of relationship they find themselves in. So the first thing to do is to balance their mentality, to make sure they are okay. Okay, most of the times it's not really drugs. Many people are not really having enough rest. Okay, so what you actually need to do is not to just recommend drugs for hypertensive people, or you are hypertensive, you just go and get drugs. Meanwhile, you are jumping up and down every day, 24 hours, you are working 24 hours, you are not even resting at all. And the next thing they tell you, because your BP is high, you don't even care to find a way to rest. You are just going to get BP drugs. So most of the time, when you rest enough, then the BP can come down. And the next advice I will give to you is, when you get to a hospital and they are telling your BP is high, and is not so much high, if it is not above 150, to me the best advice is you ask for drug that can relax your muscles. Okay, drugs like normal graveneramine, which is Piriton. Okay, you can just take 4 milligram at night. Just rest, take a rest, then create a time to rest. Okay, you may not necessarily take drugs. Just go back, find something that can make you happy, then do it. Relax your muscles, do little exercise, relax, then come back the following day. Now, see the case that happened here. According to the writer, when the person went there, yesterday they told her it was 150 over 100. Then the person returned back, they gave her drugs and she refused to take it. So she waits till this morning and she's having 145 over 90. You can see that the number is decreasing. So, like, most of the time, imagine what would have happened, okay, if you take the drugs unnecessarily. So we have to work on ourselves. Yes, the question was, is hypertension not curable? Hypertension is curable based on the cause, and only manageable based on the cause. So if you found this interesting, I would like you to share and click the following button, because many lectures will be happening here. And I would like you, if you have any question at all, you have any kinds of topic you want us to discuss about, you can actually drop it at the comment section. And if you have any question, you can ask also. Thank you. God bless you. I am your brother, Abimaja Monday. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.